They say, some tapes don't just play back images, they play back death. In the winter of 1998, inside a small apartment in Ohio, police discovered something that still terrifies investigators to this day. A VHS tape, unmarked, sitting in a television that would not stop playing. The apartment itself was a nightmare. Broken furniture scattered across the floor. A dinner table still set with food rotting in half-eaten plates. The smell of decay hung in the air, but no bodies were ever found. The residents had vanished. The only clue was the tape, and every officer who dared to watch it disappeared within 7 days. No signs of struggle, no blood, no fingerprints, just silence. Only the tape remained, endlessly looping on the TV, as if it had been waiting. That file was sealed under the name Case #44, and to this day, it remains unsolved. The tape didn't appear at a crime scene first. It was spotted in a small thrift store. A dusty VHS, no label, no cover. Just a black cassette with faded edges. A young couple bought it. They laughed about it on their way home, joking it might be a lost horror movie. That night, neighbors reported hearing strange sounds from their home. First soft laughter, then screaming. One scream, cut short, then silence. By morning, their house stood still. Police entered. The smell of burnt wires filled the living room. The TV glowed with static, the tape still spinning inside. But the couple was gone. The footage they left behind was simple. A shaky handheld camera walking through an abandoned house. Peeling wallpaper, broken furniture, hallways too long to be real. If you turned the volume high enough, you could hear something faint. Breathing, not behind the camera, not in front of it, but everywhere, surrounding you. And then, at the very end, pale figure in white sprinted toward the lens. That was the last known sighting of the couple. The tape became evidence. Officers began to study it frame by frame. But something was wrong. The footage was never the same twice. One officer swore he saw a woman standing in the doorway. Another claimed he saw himself, his own face reflected in a shattered mirror. Others heard voices whispering their names. Every time it played, the tape rewrote itself. Like it was alive. Like it wanted you to see what you feared most. Detectives tried recording it to another cassette, but the copied tape was blank. Only the original would play. Some tapes hold memories. This one held souls. Detective Miguel Alvarez took charge of case number 44. A man known for logic, never fear. He kept detailed notes in his journal. His first entries were clinical. Tape seems damaged, possibly doctored footage. Audio inconsistent. But over time, his words changed. Each missing victim now appears inside the footage. The young couple motionless in the hallway. A missing officer visible only in a cracked bathroom mirror. Every time someone vanished, the tape added them in. One by one, the faces of the missing became part of the recording. His final entry was short. Uneasy. Asterisk. It's watching me now. Asterisk. 7 days later, Alvarez disappeared. His desk was neat. His badge and gun untouched. The tape still running. By the early 2000s, whispers spread. Students dared each other to watch it. One film club screened it at midnight. Neighbors said they heard laughter, music, then screams. By morning, the entire classroom was empty. Security footage showed rows of chairs still full. Cameras kept rolling, though no one was inside. The TV turned itself on. The tape played to an empty room. Locals began calling it the hungry tape. Some smashed their VHS players, terrified it might appear inside. But no matter how many players were destroyed, more copies surfaced. Sometimes in flea markets, sometimes in pawn shops, sometimes mailed in blank boxes, left on random doorsteps. It was spreading, and no one knew how. In 2006, the curse changed. A YouTuber claimed he had digitized the tape. His final video was called Apartment Walkthrough. The footage was the same. Dark hallways, rotting furniture. But in the last frame, the camera turned toward the viewer. Comments appeared within hours. I saw someone behind you. Why are your eyes black at the end? Why are you smiling at me? A week later, his channel vanished. Every video gone. His username erased. As if he had never existed. But the video did not die there. It began appearing on forums, on file-sharing sites, even hidden inside unrelated uploads. The curse was no longer confined to VHS. Now it lived online. Where did the tape come from? Some believe it was created during a cult ritual, a vessel to hold restless spirits. Others say it's a demonic parasite, spreading through screens like an infection. The more people watch, the stronger it becomes. A few even whisper, it's not a curse at all, but a time loop, that victims aren't dead. They're trapped inside, forever replaying their last moments. One officer tried burning it. He threw it into a roaring fire, watched the plastic melt. But the next morning, it was back, perfectly intact, sitting on his desk, waiting. Witnesses say the tape has changed again. It no longer ends with the pale figure rushing the camera. Now, it ends with something far worse. Your own face, recorded in perfect detail, staring back at you from the screen, mouth open, eyes black, breathing in sync with yours, as if you were already inside. One survivor, shaking pale, summed it up in a single sentence. Asterisk, the first time you watch the tape is not the first time it has watched you. Asterisk, case number 44 is still open, still unsolved. The cursed tape has never been destroyed. It moves from hand to hand, from player to player, from screen to screen, and now it lives on the internet. Maybe you've seen it already. A strange video buried deep inside late-night searches. A file you don't remember downloading. A clip that suddenly appears in your recommendations. If you ever stumble across it, don't watch. But if you do, if you dare to see it through until the end, don't be surprised when the final image staring back at you is your own face.